Well, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Scout Prepper channel. So today I'm doing kind of a continuation video. On the tactical channel, I showed the Blackhawk Load Out Bag. It's an awesome 40 by 20 bag, and it is great for all of your tac gear, your vehicle preparedness kits, and all that stuff. Now, I described the bag and all of its features on Scout Tactical, so you can go watch that video if you want to know a little bit more about the bag. If you want to know what's in the bag and why I put it in the bag, that's where this channel comes in, the Scout Prepper channel. We'll talk a little bit about this loadout gear and how it relates to the modern Minuteman loadout, and that's exactly what I'm using this for. Now, of course, a bag is a bag. You can put in it whatever you need to put in it. You can load this thing down with ammo. This can be a huge range bag with multiple weapons. This can be a vehicle bag, as I mentioned, with winter emergency clothes in it, food and water, tools, signaling, what have you. I use it as a tactical loadout bag for like a Minuteman type loadout. I talked a little bit on the Scout Tactical channel as well. My LE brothers, this is a great bag for your tac gear for an active shooter situation where maybe you're using a plate carrier and a rifle that you wouldn't be using as a normal patrol officer, but you need to have with you. Well, 40-inch bag. This fits right in most patrol cars' trunks, even room for two of them for you and your partner, and you guys may have a little harder gear for a little harder situation. So law enforcement guys, don't overlook the necessity, if your department allows it, of some upgraded gear for some of the hotter situations. I'm sure, you know, you guys aren't idiots. You already know, working the streets like I did, that you're gonna have some stuff like active shooter response that unfortunately could happen in your area, and that's something you need to be prepared for. But this kit, a bag like this, a loadout bag, allows you to have that tactical type gear ready at a moment's notice with you. Not back in your car, not back in the locker room or what have you, or not at your house, with you when you need it. And that's the beauty of this kit. So what's in it is kind of up to you, because it's a bag, but recognize that you will probably have the need for something like that if you're a police officer. So something to keep in mind. We all hope that we don't get those calls, but they do happen, unfortunately, guys. Okay, so from the sheepdog, civilian sheepdog, the Minuteman, the modern prepper, the guy that's ready to help in his community, the guy that needs to have his tactical gear all in one place. Let's talk about that. I put this together so that if I'm standing there in jeans and a t-shirt, slacks and a shirt, shorts and a t-shirt, what have you, no matter what I'm there in that day, and all of a sudden something horrible is in my neighborhood that I have to respond to, like looting after a natural disaster, rioting. Today's neat 2014 December right now, and the neat thing going on nationwide is when the public doesn't like some type of judicial decision, they go rioting and protesting all over the streets. Now, some of that we've seen has been peaceful, and that is your constitutional right to speech, no problem. Some of that's been not as peaceful. You saw Ferguson, Missouri, and I'm not talking about what the decision was. Ferguson, Missouri, they're burning police cars. Hello. That's not normal. You know, you've seen this kind of stuff. And I go way back. Look at when I was in high school, Rodney King decision. Los Angeles, California, they had rioting then. What was that, 90 or 91 LA riots? You know, back then they had them in the Watts riots of the 60s. There have been riots in the United States and worldwide for as long as there have been people. When the public gets outraged about something, stuff happens. So maybe you need to have a kit of gear that will allow you to band with your neighbors to protect your neighborhood, to protect your family, something like that. And that's that modern Minuteman concept that we've been talking about, being prepared to help. But this bag allows you to have all your stuff in one place. You don't have to go find this and find that. So in this bag, I have an AR, 16-inch barreled AR, my Daniel Defense V7. So fully rigged out AR. It's in the bag, no problem. I have, and I'm going to throw this out there, I put it in its case. I put it in its case because, number one, it protects it more. Number two, ARs normally have a lot of oil on them. So I don't really want that grease getting all over my other gear all the time just for riding around in the bag. And the bag prevents the gun from picking up the stuff from the clothes and the vest and all that stuff, all the debris that might be in the bag. I don't want it in the gun, so vice versa. The bag protects, the case protects the gun from the bag, and it protects the bag from the gun, both ways, and I like that. Inside I have a full set of clothes. I just showed you this on the Scout Tactical channel, if you watched that one. It's a 511 BDU set, so it's the Rapid Assault shirt, a pair of pants, BDU pants, and BDU outer shirt from 511. All their TDU, Tactical Duty Uniform Series. That's in the bag. I have Blackhawk Desert Hot boots in sage. A full set of boots in there so that I have the right footwear for some type of tactical situation. I have knee and elbow pads. And then I have a plate carrier right here. 511 chest rig. Fully rigged with mags, medical kit, and a trauma kit. Ready to go. Everything fits in the bag, no problem, so that everything's in the bag when I need it. I also have in there a handgun. In this case, the Blackhawk Spec Ops holster. And it's got the FNX 45 in it. Full size 45 that holds 15 rounds. An excellent handgun. So I have this thing completely ready to go with boots and clothes, a chest rig, and a handgun, and a rifle. Now a few of the other things that I've thrown in here just to have a little more complete system is just in case I needed it, I put a pair of boot socks in there, Marine Corps boot socks. I also put my gloves. I have 2 pair just because I own 2 pairs, my multicam and my black 511 hard knuckle ones that I have from the police world. And I have my ears and eyes, my hearing protection and my eye protection. Now, it's electronic. If you have the electronic hearing protection, no problem because it allows you to hear the other stuff going on around you. But I do caution you, although you can hear with regular hearing protection on, you know, you don't want to miss something in some type of a tactical situation or shooting situation where the gun's going off and you're already starting to lose you know, your motor skills and what have you because of adrenaline. So I recommend some electronic ear protection if possible to try to help you out. So eyes and ears, rifle, pistol, tac vest, which is a plate carrier, boots, BDUs, gloves. Now you can have also, if you have a helmet in your situation, like as a police officer, military guy, no problem, your helmet fits in here. I don't have a helmet. If you have something like some type of headwear you want to put in, a boonie hat, a ball cap, whatever, put that in there. Some type of comm system that you run on your vest. Already have it rigged on your vest with your mic there, and then it plugs into your ear pro or something like that. The sky's the limit really on the gear you use. You got to think this could be a 38 revolver, you know, change of clothes, a 38 revolver, a sling with some more ammo, and a mini 14 or a deer rifle or something. The weapon in here is not what the video is about. The actual brand name of the item in here is not what the video is about. It's about a bag that we're going to call a loadout system, and it keeps all your tag gear in one place for whatever that situation may be, whether you're saving your community, defending your home, what have you. I'm not saying if somebody's trying to break in your home, you open up the loadout bag and start getting dressed, you know, hold on a minute, I'm lacing my boots. No, but you sure could throw this open, grab the rifle, throw on your plate carrier to give you a little bit of ballistic protection if you have time, and that way you know where everything is. The bag does roll on one end, the back's rigid, and on one end is wheels, so you can roll it around as necessary, and that's super cool. So it's transportable. If you did have this bag, loadout bag in your vehicle, which of course you have to start worrying about theft, something I always worry about in a vehicle, but you know, you do need to have it with you. If you had this with you and you wanted to remain covert, you didn't know if you were going to need the equipment, but you wanted to have it with you, remember, fully loaded and zipped, you could pick it up and walk because it rolls. So you could roll on down the street with this bad boy, and if the push came to shove and you did come into some type of rioting or a looting situation, or groups of guys kind of marauding around, you would have your gear with you. And I don't try to be a doomsday guy. Let's get that straight. I don't really prepare for a doomsday scenario where the world's ending, but I do believe in weather events because we have earthquakes, tornadoes, and hurricanes and floods and stuff like that in the U.S. They just happen. We've seen what happened after Katrina. We've seen what happened after major earthquakes. We've seen what happened again with people not agreeing with a court decision. They go nuts in the street or what have you. Whether it's warranted or not. You've seen unpeaceful demonstration, which is unlawful in America. You can have peaceful demonstrations. So we see these things happen. Okay? I don't necessarily believe in Chinese invasion or anything like that, but we've been attacked before on the terrorist front, unfortunately. And that's anything from Pearl Harbor all the way up to 9/11. Things happen. things happen in other parts of the world that we get a little complacent in the U.S. and thinking we're okay, that doesn't happen here. But sometimes stuff happens here. Even in the good old United States of America. I'm born and raised Texan. So I love my country and my state, but I realize that natural disasters happen, and I realize sometimes there are some historic events where people just don't act like they're supposed to, and you might need a set of gear to protect you, your family, and your community. Guys, I highly encourage you to find a loadout bag, 109, shipped on eBay. It's made by Blackhawk, this one, but London Bridge, 511, Ops Gear, all these other guys are making these loadout bags, so they're, you know, anywhere from $100 to $500, depending on what you need. This one seemed to be full featured and super durable. I can't beat the Blackhawk name. They've been making military type stuff for forever. I've never had anything Blackhawk that didn't work well for me, so I do like their stuff. Check out the video, as I mentioned at the beginning, on Scout Tactical to see the full specs of the bag. If you want to see that stuff, it is there. I split them for a reason. We're talking about what could go in here. On the Tactical channel, we're talking about the product review itself. A product, which is this bag, the Blackhawk Load Out Bag, made for the United States military. Guys, as always, I appreciate the views and subscriptions. Keep them coming. Check us out. ScoutTactical.com. You'll see the videos for the 3 channels, Scout Tactical, Scout Prepper, and Scout Hunter. I just put up that December 2014, I just put up that Sammy Houston National Forest hunt with my son and I and our buddies Taz and Red. That was a good time. Check us out on Facebook, Scout Tactical channel, Scout Prepper channel, Scout Hunter channel. That's 3 Facebook pages. We just started the December 2014. We just started the new Instagram account. All 3 are consolidated under Scout Tactical. Please go on there and follow us. And as always, thanks for watching.